everyone, Kunal, and I'm from Webinar Stores. Right now, we are very lucky because the Chirag Shah is a speaker for the day after tomorrow webinar, and he's much busy personality, but somehow we have requested him, and we have just he's going to live with us, and just a minute, we are going to see him right now. Hello, Chirag. How are you today?
I'm good, Kunal. Thank you for having me once again.
Thank you, Chirag. We have some quick questions for your day after tomorrow webinar, and if you could allow me, then I could, put those questions in front of you.
Sure, please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you so much. First of all, thank you so much for your time. And the first question, I would like to know that as as an attendee, we would like to know that how do you define yourself in one line?
How do I define myself in one line? Well, I would like to think of myself as the consummate professional and somebody who takes a lot of pride in, doing their work par excellence and trying to be as good as I can be each time and, keep improving myself with each assignment. Wow. That's probably more than a line, but that's what it is.
But as we know that, you are always famous as a, motivational speaker in your social media, follower group. And that's, one question, the next question is how your session on enhancing personal excellence and dealing with conflict, which is, this Saturday, helpful in this lockdown, or you could say that work from home concept, how the session is important for them.
So I think, nobody really teaches anyone how to work in life. You finish your education, you finish your academics, and you start, joining the workforce, and you eventually begin your career. But nobody has really taught us how does a person actually work on a day-to-day basis. How do you, sort of go ahead and build a task-based day? How do you sort of prioritize things? How do you take up different challenges? That's, one part of being personally effective. The other part is how do you generally build a sense of anticipation, trying to foresee what things are going to come your way and plan your days better, plan your activities better. Look at a holistic scenario saying that, okay, this might happen. How am I prepared for this?
Right.
So that's one part. The conflict part is, I think, very important because nowadays people are less patient with each other than they were earlier. Wow. And they're less willing to tolerate other people's mistakes. And those things typically lead to a lot of friction between people. And as adults and as part of the workforce, I think it's very important that we are equipped with the right kind of skills to, sort of deal with conflict.
Okay.
So one of the things that I'm going to be talking about in Saturday's session is conflict management, conflict resolution, and giving practical tips to people on how they can overcome these things. If you don't get along with somebody in the workforce, what are the things you can do? It might be a colleague, might be a supervisor, might be a boss. So you need to know exactly what steps to take to overcome those things.
That's good. That's good. And the last thing, Chirag, how you are going to make your session very interactive in this live webinar? How you are going to interact, if I am your attendee, then how you are going to interact me, involve me in your session for the entire, 60 minutes? That's the quick questions.
Well, I try to make it as interactive as possible throughout the session. I get people to express their opinions, give their views, generally share anecdotes from their own careers and lives throughout the session. And even the examples that I typically use are very practical and real life examples. They are not theoretical ones. And of course, towards the end, also people, they normally come forth and ask a lot of questions. They pose a lot of queries. So it's a fair amount of interaction and engagement. It's not just a monologue, but it's a decent amount of dialogue as well.
Okay, that's good. That's good. And the point is this, we have 10 minutes in the, end of the session for the question and answer, right?
Of course. The
Yeah,
session
in that
by
that period, you
proper
could
event.
any attendee ask whatever they have problem for related to enhancing personal excellence, and if they have some conflict, definitely they could raise their point in front of you. Is it?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Chirag Shah who's going to, define you the entire things which he is going to discuss in Saturday, live webinar on enhancing personal excellence and how to deal with the conflicts. So, all the details regarding this webinar is given in a description. If you want to register, please register. The lines is open right now, and we will meet you on Saturday, 11 a.m.
Great. Thank you, Kunal, for having me. I'll see you on Saturday.
See you. Bye-bye.
Bye.